Check out this chart. This is gold on the 1 hour time frame. We're not looking for FOMO entries, we're looking for the proof. We use the EMA ribbon to identify the structural pullback area. But here's the difference between you and the average trader. We wait. We let the price make the first big move and then we wait for it to come back to the EMA ribbon. But this time, we have the filter that gives us a much bigger potential and much higher win rate. Now let me show you the same idea for short setup. Check this out. Still on the gold chart, the price has been trading above the band and then it flips. It breaks and starts trading below the ribbon. So what are we gonna do? Same thing, but in reverse. We wait for the price to make its first bearish move and then we look for the discount zone for entering a sell signal, that pullback signal. Now you're probably asking, what is this crucial confirmation filter? It's a completely free trading view indicator called EMA and pullback. Super simple. The average traders escape this part, you won't. Now just head over to the indicator section on TradingView. Type in EMA and pullback. Hit enter. And click on this one to add it to your chart. Now, by default, the EMA and pullback indicator uses a 20 EMA and a 9 period EMA. But here's the kicker. We kinda need to filter out some small noise. You know, those little whipsaws? So, we're gonna increase the periods a little bit. Go into the settings for the EMA and pullback indicator and the inputs tab, make sure only first pullback is enabled. That's the key. Then we're gonna change and increase the first length to 45. And then change and increase the second length to 14. Alright, so now we have the EMA and pullback indicator and the best settings for EMA. But hold on, I've never said that an indicator based strategy is perfect. We need to use some other filters to make this a true trading setup. Plus, really important risk management techniques. This isn't a get rich quick thing. This is an actual setup. So for our second indicator, I'm gonna use the MACD4C. To add it, head back to the indicator section again. This time, type in MACD4C and click on this one to add it to your chart. I'm gonna adjust the MACD4C indicator in a way that it can be used in this trading strategy as a powerful trend confirmation filter. That way, we're always trading in the same direction as the underlying market momentum. So, head over to the settings for the MACD4C indicator and the inputs tab. You'll want to change and increase the fast moving average to 100. Then also want to change and increase the slow moving average, this time to 300. Now time for some style adjustments. Head to the style tab, change the plot to area. That's so the MACD4C colors are easily seen in the chart and you can get the confirmation signals immediately. Stick around, cause next I'm gonna show you exactly how to combine these two and find the perfect entry with a strong risk to reward ratio. And hey, if you're digging this, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. It doesn't matter if you're trading crypto, forex or stocks, the 1 minute chart or the 5 minute chart, any time frame, it doesn't matter, right? So Check this out on the gold chart. Basically, we're looking for those pullback signals after initial breakout setup. That signal is gonna be printed right there on the chart by our EMA and pullback indicator. Now look at here, a bearish pullback signal just got printed. But wait, we do not enter immediately on the signal alone. You gotta take a look at the market momentum first. And that's why we have the MACD4C indicator. Check out the MACD4C. Since the indicator is showing green, the market's real momentum is actually bullish. And since we don't want to trade against the main momentum, that's a low probability trade, you know? We escape the sell signal, we just let it go. Then a few candles later, a bullish breakout happens and then a bullish pullback signal appears after a retesting wave. Now check out the MACD4C again. The momentum is still green, meaning is still bullish. So the SPY signal is actually valid. That's our trend confirmation. Wait a second, just entering a trade is not the end of a story, right? Having a solid risk management setup is super important too. First, you gotta make sure you never enter any single trade with more than 1% of your entire capital. Seriously, don't do that. Second, you absolutely must have a stop loss for every trade. And here's the thing, it shouldn't be too tight, but it shouldn't be too wide either. In my opinion, after all these years of trading, the best spot for a buy position is always gonna be slightly below the recent swing low. That gives the trade room to breathe, but it protects your capital. And finally, a safe risk to reward ratio to exit the trade and profit is 1 to 2. So, if you're risking $10, you're targeting $20. Simple as that. The same logic applies to sell trades too. First of all, we do not enter buy trades when the market is in a bearish momentum, which is shown by the red MACD4C indicator, right? So, for a sell trade, we're looking for a bearish breakout and then a pullback to the ribbon. That's our entry zone. And we need to see the bearish momentum in the market, meaning a red MACD4C. And again, your stop loss is gonna be slightly above the recent swing high. That's the safest spot and the profit target is still that nice. Safe 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Alright, that's the whole trading setup laid out for you. If you're committed to protecting your capital and achieving that solid 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio consistently, you must spend time backtesting this yourself. Happy trading everyone.